This is the last time I talk about SaaS Core.net in theory. The billing system is done, subscriptions, entitlements, checkout. This is the exact foundation I'm going to be using to build my 12 apps in 12 months challenge. Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm building a modular Azure first SaaS framework for .NET developers called SaaS Core.net. And I'm doing it in public. I'm building 12 apps, 12 real apps in 12 months to prove that the framework works and iron out any sort of issues along the way. Today, I'm going to show you the bits of the billing system that I've completed this week, what's remaining, but that will be completed as part of the first challenge, and really where I'm going to be going with the first challenge. Okay, so let's jump into the code. So, as you remember from last time, this is the admin portal. This is last time I'd got the catalog done, so I'll show you that quickly now, just because we're going to go through the whole life cycle of managing billing providers and products. So provider's going to be Stripe. I'm going to say first product, and this product is for demonstrations. Okay, so now that we create the product, we can then go and add prices to it. So I'll use the thing there, pro monthly, GBP, doesn't matter, and then create price. Here we go. This is all now within Stripe. So now we get to subscription. So this is the new work that we've done. So we can select the root tenant because that's the only one here. You can see that we've got no customer for this tenant. So we can do this and we can call this root at SaaScore.net and then call this SaaScore.net. So now what this is going to do, this is going to go and create a customer within Stripe, and then we can actually provision a price or a subscription for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you something later on. So we won't do that, and in here you're going to get all the invoices that have been generated as well for that tenant. So what we've also done here as well is we've added entitlements. So here we can now say, we can select a product. This one's first product, and then we can select the price within that product. So the £10 we've just done. Now we can say which feature this enables or entitles, allows entitlement of. So I'm just going to do my feature. This is actually kind of broken. This needs work, this disposition stuff, but that's fine. So now we can we've added this in. So we've got a price. This is actually associated with a feature, whether that's been, the status of it or not. We can delete it, which is a soft delete, and it just sets it to inactive. So we can go and re-enable it later in the future as well. The events I've not done, they're still being worked on, but the webhooks, the code for the webhooks is done. It just needs to be sort of finalized through the front end here. But that's going to be done as part of the challenge. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is the checkout flow. So this then goes all the way up to the actual being able to check out, and that will be created within Stripe. And then we just need the downstream webhook processing to fully seal that off. Not allowing guest checkouts at the moment. So there we go. We've got a successful login, which means that we can go and check out now. So when we do this, what we'll get back is a redirect URL, which the front end would then redirect to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that, and then I'm going to go open up a browser. So here we are. We've got it in here, and you can see that we've got subscribe to first product. It's £10 per month, and this product is for demonstrations. So we just fill out the Stripe dummy card data, and then when we do pay and subscribe, what we'll get is we'll get redirected to billing success. Obviously, there's nothing, I haven't done an endpoint for that, but that would be to the front end's success page, for instance. So that's where we're at currently with the billing system. I think we're in a good place. Obviously, we don't have the webhook processing right now. Like I've got the code in there, but I've not done the, I haven't demonstrated it locally, or I got the endpoints done for that. But this is where we're at. And let me just show you some changes to the code that I've done. Okay, so this is the billing provider services. So I don't know if you remember in the last video where I said about billing capabilities. So can they have access to checkout, to webhooks, to a portal, that sort of stuff. So this is what's going to be controlling that at the moment. So when we build a billing provider from the registry, or we get a billing provider from the registry, all of these will be set or not set depending on that provider's implementations. So that's why we've got the capabilities here, and then we can say whether it supports the catalog or supports tenants, all that side of things. So that now makes this a lot cleaner in terms of you can just resolve one billing provider and then you get access to the ID, the provider key, and actual providers within that. So the services that they have within that. That SaaScore.net's billing system pretty much wraps up. There's a couple of things that I need to do during this challenge, which I need to get started on, because obviously I don't have much of the month left. I think we're in a good place to start the challenge. There's obviously some bits missing, but we can plug those gaps as and when, and that's the whole point of this challenge, to build out the features that are necessary to make the framework work. If you'd like to follow along, please subscribe. Also, if you'd like to check out SaaScore.net, that's the pre-release website where you can sign up, and I'm going to start a newsletter to all the subscribers on there now, because we've got quite a few. So I'm going to start updating them with more of the intricacies of how this is working on a regular basis. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the series to come. And I will obviously be doing some of these building SaaScore.net as well, where I could go into more specifics like this throughout the challenge. So please follow along, and see you in the next one. Cheers.